Andrea?
Duke, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's you. I haven't seen or heard from you in so long. 8 months since you left me standing at the altar. Why did you do this to me? You never texted or called? Why? Duke, why?
I'm so sorry, Andrea. I feel terrible about the way I treated you. I don't know why I did it. I was confused. I was scared. It's been tearing me up inside for so long. You didn't deserve what happened to you. I'm truly sorry. I'm not messaging to ask for forgiveness.
Why are you messaging then?
Because I feel duty-bound to tell you.
Tell me what?
I'm coming back to town soon.
You are? Where have you been all this time?
I've been in Connecticut, helping my uncle with some work over there, keeping a low profile. I've been too ashamed to see anyone.
I know. Our friends, my family, your family, they all thought you disappeared off the face of the planet. We only knew you were alive because you'd occasionally post an Instagram picture. And the photography was so bad that we all knew it was you. But I just couldn't shake this feeling that I thought you were in trouble. I just wanted an explanation, Duke, or just a message to tell me you were okay.
I wanted to contact you, Andrea. I really did. But I just needed to clear my head before I came back. I've been building up the courage to talk to you for months now, but it's never been the right time. I've never known what the right words to say were.
And you do now?
I think so, but I'm still not sure.
Duke, it's too late. I don't know what you want me to say, but I've moved on.
Moved on?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone.
I don't blame you.
You don't?
No, I mean, it's been 8 months without contact. I left you at the altar. I don't blame you for moving on. Anyone in your position would have done the same.
But if you could go back in time, would you change it?
What do you mean?
I mean, would you do things differently?
I suppose I would, yes.
Oh, Duke, this has put me in such an awkward position.
I don't want you to be put in a position like this because of my actions. I take full responsibility. You don't have to change your life because I'm suddenly back in it.
What's so weird about this is that I thought this would happen.
You did?
In fact, I knew this would happen. I had a dream a couple of nights ago that you suddenly appeared on my doorstep. I didn't know what to say in my dream, and I don't know what to say now.
You don't have to say anything, but I want to try and explain my thought process to you, but it doesn't seem right that I do it over text. I want to do it in person. I want to explain everything to you, but I need to prepare what I'm going to say.
Haven't you had 8 months to prepare?
Not exactly. I was just burying my head in work. I wasn't even planning on returning until yesterday, but I wanted to reach out and warn you before I just showed up in town. I wanted you to be the first to know.
How long do I have to wait for this explanation, Duke?
A couple more days, I promise. I'm getting the first flight over in the morning.
Who are you staying with?
I don't know yet. I'm just gonna work it out when I'm there.
I can't promise anything, Duke. I have a new boyfriend now, and I really like him.
I'm not asking you to break up with him or anything. All I'm asking from you is that you meet with me and hear me out. You're owed an explanation, and it might not be the explanation you were hoping for, but I need to tell you, or my conscience will never be clear.
I understand, Duke. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm angry with you. I'm so angry. But I'll meet with you and I'll listen to what you have to say. You were my fiancé and my soulmate, and I'll never forgive myself if I don't hear you out.
Thank you, Andrea. You truly are too good for me. Perhaps that was the problem all along. I'll be in touch soon, and I'm sorry. I truly am.
Joy, I need to talk to you about something. Hey, Andrea, what is it?
It's Duke.
Oh, God. Let me guess, that jerk is back in town? Yeah, how did you know? I didn't. It's just a good guess, I suppose. Well, he's not technically back in town yet, but he's going to be back in town in the next couple of days, apparently. Oh my God, where has he been? There better be a good explanation for all of this. He's been working with his uncle, apparently. Working? Yeah, doing odd jobs to take his mind off leaving me before we were supposed to get married. I'm finding it very hard to build up the courage to forgive him. You don't have to forgive him, Andrea. What Duke did to you? It's not necessarily a forgive and forget kind of situation. I know, but I still have all these feelings towards him. These unresolved feelings I can't just wish away. I wish I could. I wish I could just get over him, but I can't. We had such a strong connection. Are you forgetting something? Huh? Well, besides from the whole leaving you thing, you've got a new boyfriend now, Andrea. Don't you want to give things a go with him? Brian seems like a really nice guy. Sure, he's not as conflicted as Duke, but who needs conflict these days? You need someone who you can trust to never mess you around. If you give Duke another chance, then you're inviting lightning to strike twice. I think it would be a terrible mistake, Andrea. And as a friend, I want to warn you. I was there at the wedding. I saw how distraught it made you. I don't want you to go through that again.
So,
What do you think I should do? He wants to meet me in person to talk things over. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you're right. But I've been dreaming that this moment would come, that Duke would come back and tell me exactly why he left. I don't think I'll ever get over my heartbreak until I find out what possessed him to do this to me. I know, you must be itching to find out. But wouldn't it be better to let sleeping dogs lie? I mean, whatever his excuse is, it's only going to make your life more complicated than it already is. I don't understand. Are you saying I shouldn't meet with Duke? No, by all means, meet Duke, talk it through. But don't expect everything to just go back to normal between the two of you again, because it won't. How do you know that for sure, though? Maybe there's a genuinely good reason why he left the way he did. Maybe we can go back to the way things were. I just don't know. He sounded genuinely repentant in his texts to me. He was apologetic. He sounded sincere. He didn't want me to accept any blame for him leaving. I thought all this time that it was me, that I did something wrong, that he was mad at me. So mad that he couldn't even tell me. But it sounds like he's accepting full responsibility for his actions, and that's an encouraging first step. I genuinely think we could reach a point where we forgive each other. So, what you're saying is you're prepared to forgive and forget everything? Everything he did to you. Just forget it ever happened. No, Andrea, I don't buy that for a second. And Brian? So what about Brian? I've been dating him for like a month. Why are you so convinced he's the man of my dreams, Joy? He's okay, but if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't see a future with him. He was just a band-aid to get over the heartbreak of Duke. And if Duke comes back into my life and he wants to rekindle things, then who are you to stand in his way? I'm looking out for you, Andrea, believe it or not. I have your best interests at heart. I think it's a mistake to hold out hope that things are just magically going to go back to the way they were before. I hate to be the one who delivers the reality check to you, but it isn't going to go back to the way it was before. You're so pessimistic, Joy. No wonder I've been so depressed lately. I'm not telling you to be pessimistic. I'm telling you to move on with your life. Respect yourself. Don't go running back to the person who broke your heart without even considering the alternative. What alternative? Life. The alternative is you living your life without Duke. I love Duke, Joy. I think I always will. That's why I agreed to marry him. I was going to spend the rest of my life with that man, and I'll be damned if I think I'm going to let something like this drive us apart. Something like what? You don't even know why he left you, Andrea. Do you? No one does, aside from Duke, and I'm going to hear him out. And hopefully, I'm going to forgive him, and we're going to pick things up where we left off. You are so naive, Andrea. And you're so mean, Joy. Change your negative attitude and just support my decisions, will you? Otherwise, you're no friend of mine at all. I don't support this, Andrea, and I won't. So good luck meeting Duke. It won't end well. You're not getting the closure you want. Trust me. Ugh, I'm done talking to you, Joy. Cheer up, and goodbye.
Andrea?
Duke?
Listen, Andrea, we need to talk.
Yeah, I thought we were going to talk in person. I thought you couldn't tell me what you needed to tell me over text. Is everything okay, Duke?
Sure, everything is okay.
But is everything okay between us?
Well, I don't know. Listen, I don't think it's a good idea we meet tomorrow.
No? How come?
I just don't. I've been doing a lot of thinking since our last conversation, and it isn't the right time.
When is the right time? I've been waiting long enough. I'm sick of being played around by you, Duke. I just want you to be honest with me. If you don't see a future with me, then fine. But don't be a coward. Grow a pair and tell me. Stop wasting my time.
I'm not going to waste any more of your time, Andrea. I promise you. That's why I'm texting you now.
Okay, I'm listening. Time to fess up. Why did you leave me?
I shouldn't have proposed to you. It was a mistake.
Well, yeah, that much I know already. Anyone with half a brain could have told me it was a mistake that you proposed to me, but why, Duke? Why was it a mistake?
I'm getting to that.
Well, hurry up then.
Okay, jeez. It was a mistake to propose to you because I was lying to you, Andrea.
Lying to me about what?
About who I was. And I wasn't just lying to you, I was lying to myself. I thought I loved you, and in a way I did. I loved you very much indeed. But I didn't realize that sometimes you don't just love one person. You can love more than one person.
Oh, don't give me this whole speech about how you need to start loving yourself before you can love me. That's so cliche, Duke. And if there's one person I know who definitely loves himself, it's you. So please, don't pretend that that's the reason why you left me.
It's not. I realized that I loved another woman, Andrea.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever told anyone in my life. I loved this person alongside loving you, and I wanted to choose between you, and so I chose you. I hoped that in choosing you, it would make it easier to stop loving this other person, but in reality, it made me love them more. During the countdown to our wedding, I tried as hard as I could to tell this person that I didn't love them anymore, that I only loved you. But I was lying to them, and I was lying to myself. On the night before our wedding, I knew I couldn't marry you. It would have been a terrible mistake.
Joy was right.
She was? She told you?
Told me what, Duke? All she told me was I would never get the closure from you that I wanted. That's what she was right about, but what are you talking about?
Well, this other woman, the woman that I love, that I really love, it's Joy.
What?
Yeah, Andrea, I'm in love with Joy. And I know she feels the same way. I guess she's still angry with me for leaving town, but I've come back to tell her how I feel. I wanted you to know first out of courtesy. And because I feel terrible that I led you on like that, to the point that I disappeared the night before our wedding. But I don't regret my decision. I only regret what led to the decision. I should have picked Joy in the first place, and now you've been left with picking up the pieces of my terrible decision.
How dare you?
Huh?
How dare you pay me the courtesy of telling me that you're in love with my best friend? You're a psychopath, Duke. You're not doing me a favor by telling me this. You've ruined my life.
I'm sorry, Andrea, but I can't help the way I feel.
And as for Joy, she knew that you were in love with her and didn't tell me?
She didn't want to get in the way. She stepped aside for you, Andrea.
Oh, what a saint. No, she's a snake, pretending to care for me when all she was doing was looking out for herself.
It's my understanding that she tried to warn you.
Warn me? No, she lied to me, and now I can see who she really is, a two-faced snake in the grass. Out of all the people I should have trusted, you and Joy were the two people I trusted most in the world. And you've both turned out to be the most two-faced people I've ever met. I can't wait to never speak to both of you ever again. I really hope you both find happiness together, as I will get all my happiness from knowing that I turned my back on both of you. For good. And to think I was considering forgiving you, Duke.
I really hope one day you can find it in your heart to forgive me, Andrea, and I truly wish you find happiness. It was never meant to be with us, and I'm sorry for that.
Now I know why you didn't want to meet in person.
Why's that?
Because you knew that I'd throw my drink in your face. Goodbye forever, Duke. In the end, Joy was right. I should never have trusted Duke. Little did I know that Joy was as untrustworthy as the man she was urging me to avoid. I'm happy that I no longer have to suffer either of them in my life anymore. Things with Brian are going well. I guess Joy was right about that too. He really is a great guy, and I'm excited about our future together.